What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops. Right. Be on your guard.
Naught save our best will do. True enough.
Could save our foe is unbalanced.
There is no better time to strike. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Are you all right? What was that sound? Fall back! Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! I must get to safety. You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thought. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. This place makes my hair stand on end. Should trouble occur, a quiet day is a welcome one. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be...
Here's a chest. I shall take a look inside. rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The Earth Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
On my way! Victory!
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first, 'twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days passed. You confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Wait for the new equipment to come in.
Greetings. Little did I expect to find you here.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consarn it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
This isn't much to go on, lovely, but I have other appetites.
I get up to?
This really is fine. If quality's your concern, you're in the right place. What brings you here? I take pride in my work. That I do.
Suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
Would that I could stay all day here.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find out quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember... Misers, many thanks. I appreciate the business. Fancy a look at my wares?
This really is...
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
You're always such fun to talk to. This is for you. What do you think? No troubles.
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few... gold pieces off aught you buy. So... spend away, my good sir.
Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again. I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes? Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Or to polish up my gear for tomorrow.
What delights my parents to find in town today?
Time for ours. Fairly straight goodbye.
Oi there, friend! Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to... My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road. But now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Not interested, eh? A pity. 'Tisn't urgent, mind. So if you simply need time to prepare... No easy answers.
Free, I say. Some of us spend the day.
Gotta earn all the gold I can. Off to market I go.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by... Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated. Gather round, gather round. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble story. What would you of me? I'll have no...
This really is fine craftsmanship.
Yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at the... those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. 'Twould be unseemly for it, no matter how they fascinate me. 'Tisn't to be.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
hunting for one day.
Places such as this nourish the
Well met,
spirit.
son. How might I be of service?
I know.
He's doing about a dozen things at once.
Lots to be taken
Fancy a
care
look
of
at my
before the
wares?
day's done.
Not a care in the world, just as it should be.
Tranquil places such as this.
Count myself up on the talk around town.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Each new day is a chance to turn a profit.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price... Many thanks. I appreciate the business. Fancy a look at my wares?
Same as the one afore it.
I do like it here, but it can get very dull.
Seems I'm not the only one who's too busy to rest.
Should I get up? Go on, have a look. Interested in my wares? I'm just grateful to still be in business. Pleasure doing business with you. Interested in my wares?
To turn in for the night.
I'm in fine fettle today.
We'll have an early summer.
Well met, sir.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid, you see, as we cannot simply purchase more. As a delivery of arms, so regrettably I cannot assist you. And let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Where ought we to begin our search?
Wonder what's going on in town. I might go and see. What is it?
Scholarly learning depends on the right. I could best any of these lumps in a scrape. What do ye want?
Oh dear. What am I to do?
I meant for therapies in this.
Welcome to the Stard. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Be a lonely life sometimes.
Welcome.
The road's at your leisure. Gotta be somewhere to make some.
Welcome to the Stard. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure.
Best watch yourself.
This isn't much to go on. This isn't much to go on.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
I'll go and open the chest.
What am I to do?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Mayhap I ought to ask around.
Another moment.
What are you up to? Welcome to the Stard. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to... Always a pleasure. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Fine wares all.
Time to head to market, methinks.
A tad rowdy, but I can't complain.
Welcome.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Very well. I would not think to press you on this matter. Perhaps you would consider taking on a different task then. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather I have attempted to do the same. Would that I could undertake the task. What say you, your majesty? Very well. I would not think to press you on this matter. Perhaps you would consider taking on a different task then. Do not forget that we work to serve the...
Position.